Okay, I'm live on Instagram, Bookface, and YouTube. Welcome to my Sunday service of Commune and Connect. I am just going to see if I can share this now. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go with the flow here. The idea around Commune and Connect, and by the way, if I'm not looking straight at you, it's because my camera, I'm looking straight into my laptop, but I've got Instagram going on my phone, YouTube going on my laptop as well. So if you end up coming in here live and joining me, you are welcome. What we are doing in this Commune and Connect is learning how to tune in to higher consciousness and actually pay attention to our ancient wisdom, our intuitive guidance. And what I will be doing is bringing in whatever is needed right now for the collective consciousness. So welcome if you're here live joining me. If you want to, if you come on the replay, let me know on the replay. And what we will do is begin with understanding that when we make decisions in our life, when we make decisions from our mind, not our intuitive wisdom, our innate guidance, quite often what happens is we make choices and decisions that can take us off our soul path. Now, the good thing about soul path is that there are many, and we're always guided back. So, hi everyone, hi whoever's joining. So awesome that you're here. Now, what I'm going to show you today is how we can get into that very beautiful state of consciousness engineering. So this is actually changing our brainwave state and getting into a place where we can find the moments between the moments of stillness, and also consciously engineer what it is that we want to bring into our lives. And what I will be doing is tapping into higher consciousness and bringing forth whatever it is that needs to be heard today. So if you've never done anything like this before, it's a really, really simple practice to tune in. Everyone has this ability. We're all human beings having a human experience, but we're all very spiritual. Spirituality isn't about religion or anything like that. It's actually just who we are. And the beautiful thing about knowing who we are is that we can unlearn and relearn who we are. So we can unlearn all of the identities of who we think that we are supposed to be, and relearn the new identity of who it is that we want to become, and whatever it is that we want to bring into the world ourselves. So if you have any ideas or visions or, that nudge, that feeling inside of your heart that there's something more that you should be doing, this is a beautiful way for you to come and connect in and actually hear the whispers of your soul. So let's begin. Okay, so if you are in a safe place, and what I mean by that is somewhere where you are able to sit quietly and not be disturbed, that's awesome. If not, don't worry about it, because you can pay attention and do this with your eyes open, because this is the beginning of the process that can help you to consciously engineer to get into the place where we get into that meditative state. And if you've never done any meditation or anything like that before, don't think that this is not possible for you, because everyone can do this. It's absolutely available to everyone. So what we're going to do is just take a moment here to allow ourselves to be present, because when we are present, we are conscious. And it is when we are conscious and present that we see the world how we want to see it. Our perception shifts because we are able to see things differently. And when we see things differently, what happens is we then shift our perceptions of what the world is and what we want to create in the world. And when we are present, we can see beauty in everything, which is kind of fabulous, right? So we have magnificent magic inside of us. So let's go there. So if you're in a safe place to do this, I invite you now just to close down your eyes. Make sure that you're in an upright position, because this is not a relaxation technique. This is actually consciousness engineering. So we want to be in an upright position. We don't want to be falling asleep. We want to be paying attention to what's going on. And as you go through this process, allow yourself to, if any of the thoughts that come in are okay, right? That anything that happens in your mind, it's totally fine. We are not here to stop thought. We are here to allow those thoughts to pass through us and not judge them. And it's in that non-judging of the thoughts that we actually clear between the moments between the moments of the thought, that we actually hear the whispers of the soul. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling now because we need to go into this state. So just close down your eyes and just notice, as you do so, how your physical body feels, how your physiology starts to just move into a little bit of more of a relaxed state. Because when we close our eyes, we're telling our physiology that we are safe. If you're driving your car or whatever, please keep your eyes open and recognize any feeling that you have in your body right now where you might feel a little bit of discomfort. Any place in your body where you might be feeling, I'm a little bit tight or sore there. And just allow that to drop. And what we're going to do is just use our breath gently to take us into a new state. A state where we can connect and commune. So just allowing your breath just to follow its own natural rhythm to start with. And then what I want you to do is just take a nice deep breath in through your nose and let it out. Just letting go of all of the effort that's required to bring you to this point in your day. And when you take that next deep breath in, allow yourself to fill up your belly, bring it all the way up into your chest. And again, letting go. Settling now deeper into the chair, allowing yourself to be present in this moment. And this moment is the only moment that you have. There is no time and space, there is only now. And it's in this now that we can recognize our true identity. And just notice the feelings in your body. Allow yourself to drop even further. Let your eyelids relax, your jaw relax, and let your shoulders drop. And here we're going to create heart coherence. This is getting our anatomical heart and our cranial brain talking to one another through neurological pathways by cultivating a feeling state. And that feeling state that we're going to cultivate today is appreciation. So just placing your hand over your heart or two fingers in the center of your chest, allowing your mind to drop into that space, that beautiful chamber of your heart, where our heart knows everything. It's our creative wisdom, our intuitive guidance that sits here. And when we feel our heart space with our hands, again, we're allowing our physiology to recognize that this is where we want to be. Just taking another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bring forth to you a memory of something that you are deeply appreciative of. It could be a person, it could be a thing. It may be that you appreciate just this time for you right now, in these next few moments where you're completely safe, where I will guide you into this new state where we're cultivating consciousness, creating that feeling state of appreciation through a memory of something or someone. So go there now and imagine that feeling state growing within your heart, that deep appreciation. To help you along here, it could be something as simple as being here now, a cup of coffee that you had this morning, appreciating a person that's done something really kind for you. We must give ourselves over to this feeling state, because as we do, we change the chemistry in our body. Our DNA and our cells start to reform. And neurological pathways start to open between our hearts and our cranial brain, allowing our creativity and our wisdom to shine through. What do you appreciate? So we'll just go into the silence for a moment as you cultivate that feeling state, and don't worry if it seems a little bit far off and distant. It's just a practice. It gets easier the more you do this. Just allowing your hand to drop into your lap. And this appreciation that has come through is a reminder for all of us today that no matter what is happening in your life, whatever the challenges are, there is always something to appreciate. Whether there's a storm outside and the rain is falling, appreciating that that water will help the gardens grow. If the sun is shining and you can feel the warmth on your face, that vitamin D is helping you regenerate inside. And as we appreciate who we are, by looking at all of we've accomplished so far to date, everything that has brought us to this moment is worthy of appreciation. And you have come so far. And every moment that you look to the future and worry about what it is that's going to be next, remind yourself that sometimes looking too far into the future can cause overwhelm and create stories and beliefs in your mind that things aren't possible for you. So instead, look at how far you've come already. Look at all of the challenges that you have already overcome. All of those obstacles that got in your way, you managed to get through them. You've released your fear in the past. You've done some incredible things. Appreciate them now. Because as you appreciate yourself in the current identity of who you think you are, you also have the opportunity to have a look at yourself differently and recreate the identity of who you think you are without any expectation of what you believe the world needs from you. And instead, create the identity of what you love, what you want to bring, not what is expected of you. You're always safe to create what you love and create the experience of the life that you want to live. You are always safe to allow yourself to be guided by your intuitive intelligence. And I know that you are feeling fear. And this fear is but one fear. We believe that we fear losing things. That if I was to take this path or choose this new way of living, that I'm going to lose things. But you cannot lose anything because it's always in the chamber of your heart. Nothing is ever lost in consciousness. The only thing that you can release is your fear, because it is but an illusion. Take a moment now just to imagine yourself standing right in front of you. You may see yourself in this place in your third eye, which is the place in your forehead just between your eyebrows. Or if you just look at your eyelids, you might even see some movement of color. It may just be a dark space, but just imagine yourself standing in front of you right now. And see yourself just as you are. Perfect. As you are. There is not one soul on this planet who is not perfect in their current incarnation. No matter how you feel about yourself when you look at yourself, when you see that mirror reflection, know that you are perfect. It does not matter what you wear, what size you are, the color of your skin. You are as you are. Perfect. And as you see yourself here right now, acknowledge that fact. That all of your flaws, all of those imperfections that you see and feel about yourself are only reflecting back to you the thoughts that you carry and the beliefs and the stories that you keep telling yourself. Are they true? Or are they just a false representation of who you truly are? As you imagine yourself standing in front of you now, imagine another version of you standing right next to them. Her, him, whoever you are. And that version is who you always wanted to become. Also perfect. All-knowing. This fully expressed version of you who no longer wants to hide the truth or not communicate what you actually really want. This version of you says what she wants. And she does it with humility and grace. And as I talk of she, I also talk of he, because we are but one consciousness here. And in this other identity of self, what do you see in her that is different to the identity that you currently reside in? This persona that you've created that isn't fully expressed. What is it that you want to share with the world that you are afraid of? Because you are afraid of being judged. You're afraid of being ridiculed. Afraid of being harmed in some way. This new identity that stands before you knows that there is no truth in any of that. That you are even more perfect than you believe when you allow yourself to express yourself fully. So what is it that you want to tell? Do you have a secret that you are too scared to share with the world? This secret may be the thing that inspires someone else to change their lives too, because they see in you what is possible for them. Allow yourself a moment here with her and let her show you what is possible. We'll just move into the silence now as you pay attention to your identities. Even if you can't see her, you may know her. You may feel or sense her. You may hear her. Allow her to be there with you. You may have an understanding that where you focus, that's where your energy goes. So whilst you focus on your fear, that is what you will see in this world. So this practice of heart coherence that we began in the beginning, where we can change our feeling state to that of gratitude, appreciation, joy, or freedom. This is where we must go when we feel fear. We must focus on bringing ourselves back to love, to that feeling state where we shift our energy and consciousness so that we can take that next step forward without fear. Allow yourself to embrace this identity of who you want to become and let her stand in front of you and then let her move into you. Just imagining her moving into your chair, into your physical body, into your being. Allow her in because she is you already. She is showing you and guiding you the way all of the time. And all you need to do is tune in, hear her wisdom, and allow yourself to receive whatever it is that you need at any time so that you can take the next step forward. As you allow her in, you may feel a change in temperature in the room, a slight tingling sensation in your body, or just certainty that she's there within you. And just noticing this experience for yourself and what has come up for you. And if you have anything that you would like to share, just bring you back now. Just bring some gentle movement back into your body. Maybe rub your hands together, move yourself around. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, blinking open your eyes and coming back to the room. How was that for you? Now, something that I noticed in that space and time is that we have the opportunity every single day to connect into our current identity and ask ourselves, why is it that we do not want to step further into who we want to become? What is it that we are really afraid of? And allow those fears to come up and let them go, because when we let them go, or when we notice these fears arising, and fear can come in many different forms. It can come in procrastination. You might find yourself opening the fridge door, looking for food, and then shutting the door again, or doing the washing when you know that you're supposed to be doing work, or doing things that are distracting you from what it is that you know inside of you that you could be doing that takes you into the next level of being. That's fear showing you that it's ready to go now. That's fear letting you know, hey, just letting you know, tapping you on the shoulder right now, because this thing's actually going on, and we can release it. We can let it go. It does not have to stay within our physical body. It does not have to stay within our minds. Because when we let that fear percolate, what actually happens is we start to create belief systems and stories around it that actually stop us from being who we're always meant to become. And sometimes that can create disease within our bodies. So when we are mindful and aware of what is going on in our minds, and we are mindful and aware of how we can connect to our spirituality, and we are mindful and aware that we are allowed to fully express ourselves and say what it is that we need to say, communicate what it is that we need to communicate, that we are completely safe to do so. Every single person here watching right now has opportunity right at your fingertips to do the work in the world that you wish to do with purpose, and to deliver it in a way that is easy, that can connect globally on a huge scale. Yet we fear being seen, we fear telling our stories, we fear being vulnerable because we believe that we are going to be judged, bullied, taken down because of what our truth is. And our truth is important. Our voice needs to be heard. We need to show up for ourselves first and allow ourselves to pay attention to what we are being guided to. So at the moment, I have a question for you. If you are working in something that you do not enjoy, or if there are parts of your work that don't feel good, what is it that you can let go of, or what is it that you would like to step into? What is it that you are hearing or seeing in terms of vision and idea that you can be guided back onto your soul path that will help you become more of you, that will inspire others to become more of themselves too? What is it that you are hearing, seeing, sensing, feeling that you need to let go of? If you are in a role or in a job or running a business and there are parts of that business that no longer serve you, it is safe for you to step into your zone of genius and your power. Because when we do that, when we work in our strengths, when we embody, embrace, and begin our great work and our service for the world, we allow others to do the same. When we hold on to things that actually aren't for us, we are taking them away from others. And we must not do that, because we are here to be of service, to help one another. And in helping one another to shine, to become fully ourselves, to express ourselves without judgment, even though our humanness will always judge things, it's part of our conditioning, it's part of our ancestral lineage. We will see people that show up and we'll go, oh my God, look at that person. And that's what happens. But when we hear that judgment, we can allow ourselves to forgive ourselves and go, actually, you know what, maybe that's not true. Kind of like me sitting in front of you today, my hair is not great. It's Sunday, I'm, in a hoodie. Does it matter? No. What matters is that I made the decision and the commitment to follow my soul path and to allow you to follow yours through connection to our soul wisdom, taking the steps, step by step, to be guided. And the thing is, I can't fully guide you. You have to guide yourself. This is your job. Your purpose is to find yourself, who you are. Find out who you are. Allow yourself to be that person. Allow yourself to have all of the things that you desire. Because when you dream and you see things that you want, there is a reason for that, and it means it's possible. There are many people on this planet living out their dreams and experiencing life in the way that they want to experience it. And there are many who are not. Because we don't allow ourselves to go there because we think it's for other people and not for ourselves. What a disservice that you do to yourself when you do not allow yourself to receive what is for you. Your life is here to be enjoyed. Your life is here to be experienced. And whatever path you take, know that you cannot get it wrong. In every experience that you have, every challenge that you face, every fear that you let go of, you are uncovering more of you, becoming more of you, spending more time having fun and letting yourself play and explore and experience whatever it is that you need to experience is a beautiful thing. And true prosperity comes from living a life where we recognize our full abundance and what is available to us in our health, in our wealth, in our love, in our work, in our giving. When we have all of that and we recognize that all of that is prosperity, then we are living an experienced life that is beautiful and worthy and inspiring and fulfilling. And all of us want to feel fulfilled every day. Who doesn't want to wake up in the morning and jump out of bed with joy? And of course, there are going to be days that you feel like shit and don't want to show up for anything. We're human. It's normal. But we must allow ourselves to feel those feelings. We must allow ourselves to go through the process of letting go of all of our fucking baggage and shit. By the way, I swear a lot. I haven't sworn very much today, but... So, if your soul is nudging you to do something that feels greater than you, that feels bigger than you, that feels way too damn scary, pay attention, because that step that you take, that commitment that you make, when you make a decision, decide, the word in Latin actually means to cut off. You make a choice, followed up by that decision, and you step out into the world doing what it is that you came here to do. You will be fully supported because providence occurs. Amazing things happen. People appear. Money appears. Things just work in flow and ease and grace. Slow yourself down. You do not have to hustle like a crazy person to make your life work the way you want to. But you do have to show up for yourself, and you do have to make that commitment. That commitment to showing up for yourself is the hardest one to do because we have to release our fear. Every day when you wake up, you are blessed to be here. Every day when you wake up, you have opportunity to create the day the way you want to create it. Your thoughts and your subconscious programming have already created what is in your world right now in this moment. So what do you want to create? How do you want to feel every day? When you wake up in the morning, keep it really simple. Say thank you when you wake up and ask yourself how you want to feel by the end of the day. Use 2 words to anchor yourself in. Keep it really simple and use those 2 words to affirm to yourself all day long how you want to feel by the end of the day. And as you affirm that with yourself and you choose the food that you want to eat, you choose the clothes that you want to wear, you choose the people that you want to hang out with, you will feel like that by the end of the day. And the more that you practice this, the easier it becomes. The more you practice heart coherence, that 60 seconds of going inwards and creating a feeling state of gratitude, appreciation, compassion, joy, freedom, changing the chemistry in the DNA, the cells, and the neurological pathways in your body, you will start to notice great shifts in your being. And it's a beautiful step into learning daily discipline and how to practice meditation. Those moments of silence, or even just sitting still, being present, allow you to connect in and hear your wisdom and your intuitive intelligence. There's not one of us on the planet here that does not have those gifts. We are all gifted with this brilliance, every single one of us. So don't think that you're being left behind. You just need to unlearn and relearn who you are. That's all. So I hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to end today's Commune Connect now. If you do have questions about any of this, if you want to make a comment, if you want to share this out, please do so. I will be back again next Sunday, same time, same place. And yeah, allow yourself to be yourself. Don't hide yourself, fully express yourself. There are parts of all of us that we want to hide. I hide stuff too. I'm not perfect. Well, I am perfect. That's, I hide stuff too. And it's when we start to allow ourselves to be ourselves, we start to find the freedom that we are seeking. We start to find the fulfillment that we are seeking. I hope you have the most wonderful day, the most wonderful evening, wherever you are on the planet. I am so grateful that you joined me. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve you today. Deep bow and reverence to you and your brilliance and what you are bringing to this world. I will see you all very soon. Much love.